Hey all, Daniel Renné with Flux Real Estate. In today's video, we're going to tackle the question, how much home can I afford in today's market? Spoiler alert, it's not as straightforward as it used to be. No doubt, the topic of home affordability is popular. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned investor, most of us want some kind of financial guidance. Assuming you're using a loan, you'll become familiar with buzzwords like DTI, interest rates, discount points, etc., and that's all complicated enough. But in today's market, you'll also need to consider something that requires a bit more boots-on-the-ground understanding of your local market, and that is the dynamic of market value versus appraised value. Now, no matter what your price point, it affects everyone in a seller's market as historically strong as this one. So let's lay the foundation. What is market value? Now, simply defined, market value is whatever you think the home is worth to you. It's whatever your competition thinks the home is worth to them. And that could not be more vague, even if I wanted it to be. See, many of the amenities you want in a home are the same amenities that your competition desires, and we call that amenity overlap. But there will be elements that are more unique to your situation that can differ from others. For example, you may absolutely need a bedroom with a 3/4 bath on the main floor for your aging parents who can't handle stairs, while others will be more concerned with a preferred school district. Now, for both of you, one property may share core elements like bedroom and bathroom count, and yet your motivations are totally different. See, your individual factors determine your motivation on each individual home, and therefore what value means to you, and the same goes for your competition. So, what is appraised value? Appraised value is your lender's attempt to answer one very simple question: is what you're paying reasonable? Appraised value is determined by an appraisal report, which of course is written by a licensed appraiser. Now, brokers and appraisers see the market very differently. Suffice to say, the differences can be summed up like this. We are looking ahead, they are looking in the rearview mirror. We are on the front lines of the battle, and they show up after the battle is won and investigate what happened. Appraisers are hired by your lender at your expense to protect the lender's interests, and rightly so. Now, how do the differences between these two types of value affect you in this market? Well, bidding wars are by no means whatsoever the exception right now. They are pretty much the rule. It is common across the board and with all price points that the purchase price it takes to be the winner in a bidding war and what the lender is willing to loan you don't line up all the time. In previous, more balanced markets, if the home appraised low, you could negotiate with the seller on how to handle that situation. But in our current local market, oftentimes just the minimum ante to have a seat at the negotiating table means you have no protections in the event of a low appraisal. You're on the hook to bridge whatever gap there is between the purchase price and the appraised value. And keep in mind, bridging that gap is in addition to your down payment and your closing costs. So, make sure that when your broker is advising you of what price and terms it will take to be the winner of that bidding war, he or she had better also give you an assessment of what they think the appraised value will be too. This way, you'll know what you're potentially walking into if the appraisal goes south. And that, my friends, is how you'll minimize your chances of writing a check your butt can't cash. I hope you found this video to be informative. Now, ultimately, we are barely scratching the surface on this topic. If you'd like more in-depth analysis or have questions in general, feel free to click on my Calendly link to book a 15-minute phone call with me. Or if you're just curious about the market in general, go ahead and click on the link to my most recent monthly market update. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.